Hello, my name is Mindy, and today I am going to talk about INTJs. I love them. The topic of today is why ENFPs love INTJs. Okay, so let's dive in immediately. I've written a list of things, attributes that we like in them. So I have my notes next to me. If you see me talking like I'm touching the screen of my iPad. So number one reason why we like them, actually there is not like a hierarchy, is that the word? So I'm just gonna say all of the things, there is no one or first or whatever order. Okay, keep that in mind. So first of all, they don't want to change the ENFP. They love the ENFP as they are, with all of their quirks, with all of their singularities, and that's something that the ENFP really appreciates. That they just seem like when they see the ENFP and they get to know the ENFP more, I'm not gonna say everyone, but like I can see that often, they just like them. They like them as they are, and they kind of support the ENFP to be themselves and to embrace that uniqueness. And yeah, so the ENFP feels really supported, and that's something very nice. So secondly, they don't live by jealousy. So I don't know any INTJ who is jealous. So if you're a jealous INTJ, leave your comment. And that's something that the ENFP definitely needs, because we need lots of independence, and we don't need a partner who is like all the time like checking what we're doing and with whom we're talking, because the INTJ seems to just be grounded and to trust themselves, and they know like they're cool, they're good, and they don't have reasons to distrust, kind of. So that's good. And also other types would feel with the ENFP, like the ENFP is being flirtatious and like trying to flirt with other people. But it seems that like the INTJ does not have that impression about ENFPs. So that's also something that feels comforting. So for the ENFP, it's like, yes, I can just be myself and I'm not being mistaken of misread. So that's another good point. Another good point is like their conversations are good and they can talk about everything. No matter what it is, no matter the subject, whatever it is, it seems like ENFPs and INTJ can just talk and talk and talk. I have this example of a good friend of mine. My best friend is an INTJ. What a coincidence. So my best friend with whom I grew up, so like we know each other for many years. And he is writing a book on it's even hard for me to say it because I still don't understand. He's been writing a book for about 4 years by now. So he's like, he follows the Orthodox religion from Greece. So he's writing a book for the monasteries, right? And we can talk about that book for hours. And even though I still do not know what the book is about, I can talk for hours about the book. So just imagine the level. So we can discuss a lot about the book and a lot about what's in the book, even though I still don't fully get it. What's the full book about? So that's so funny. So that's just one example. And of course, you can use this for every sort of relationships. It just feels like we can talk. So that's good. INTJs are low maintenance. And they don't need much to be said or done in order for them to feel loved. That's also good because we ENFPs are not good at, I don't know, keeping track of things. You know, there's some type of some other personalities that will want to remember the dates every time, like when was the anniversary or when was like whatever thing, and they want to receive a gift, like the present that is like whatever, like super tender present, whatever. But the INTJs don't bother about those things. So that's also very nice. And it's like we ENFPs are like also warm people. I think we're warm people. I don't know if every type thinks that of us. But we're not the type that will be like thinking, oh, it's the anniversary of month anniversary and I'm going to do this and that and that. Like we will think about like the main things, but not about like little things that maybe sensors will do. And well, in general, so they don't need much to feel content and to feel loved, and that's just very nice. And I also like, another thing that I like of INTJs is like their practicality. For instance, they notice that their partner or their friend needs something that would make their lives better. Whatever that is, can be from a pen to helping out with a project or a gallery that they're working on. Like, they will put hands on and help, and that's the best way they can express the love, is by doing, like, by being helpful. So I think I really appreciate that. And when I was younger, as a younger ENFP in my 20s, I thought that I couldn't appreciate that much. So I can see how that can create some sort of problems when the ENFPs and INTJs are younger. For instance, they don't understand each other. I used to think like, yeah, I would like to, I don't know, be told more often that I'm loved and all of that. And even though I still appreciate it, I can appreciate way more today when the INTJ does something with their time to soften my work, or to soften the things that I have to do. So that's, yeah, very appreciated, and definitely makes to, like, helps the ENFP to feel loved. Another point is that they don't nag, so no nagging, and we just can feel free to be ourselves. So that's another one. I think I don't know any nagging INTJ, not really. Again, they're low maintenance, so that's also something that I like. And a last point I have here is that the INTJ lets the ENFP fly, but they burst our bubble when needed. So that means they're great at kind of make us feel more confident about ourselves and about all of the enterprises we might have. And they look at us, start things and work on things and like do things. But whenever we do too much and we lose sight of the goal, or whenever we just go too far away and it's not realistic anymore, they will bring us back down to earth and say like a very sharp and straight comments that will help us to realize that we are not being that efficient anymore. So that's something that I really find attractive, and I definitely love of INTJs. So there you go. Those are some of the few things about the INTJs that the ENFP likes from my own perspective, of course. So that's all for now. Leave your comments. Let me know your experiences with INTJs. Also, we'll be doing a Q&A again soon. So leave your questions again on the comments so I can pick up one and make a new video. Subscribe, and see you next time.